fabulous. It is worth every penny. It's a great investment. Do you know that this even goes in the oven?
Really?
Your
Yeah.
silicone.
Yeah,
I learned this from the Amish. Besides the microwave, you could put your chocolate chips or whatever that you need to melt and put it in your oven as your oven is preheating up, and then you can like pour out your melted chocolate. The melted chocolate is not going to cool down too fast in here. So if you were going to do dipped strawberries, dipped pretzels, that kind of candy making, this is absolutely fabulous. And for anybody that has those KitchenAids, anybody here with a KitchenAid? Yes. Okay. So you know, like you're trying to pour in your ingredients when you're, you know, mixing. This is fabulous. So, yeah. Obviously, the benefit of a measure-all cup.
Oh, salads.
Salads, like
sticky.
sticky.
Brown
Brown
sugar.
peanut butter, shortening, cream cheese, mayonnaise, any of that. And we have two sides, the solid side and the liquid side. So this is great, and the smaller side. Obviously, your food chopper, your manual food processor, and you're going to talk about like, so remember how I asked you what was some of the family recipes you made? So I could say, you were talking about your broccoli casserole. You probably are going to want to think about investing in that set of rectangle stoneware bakers, because you can fit all three of them on the same rack in the oven when you're doing your Thanksgiving dinner. Your broccoli casserole, your corn casserole, your green bean casserole, it's phenomenal. If it goes in the oven, it should be on or in a baking stone. You talked about, let's say somebody talked about the pecan pie. You know, the trick with pies is having a crispy, flaky crust. And the people who don't, it was written up in a Cook's magazine that said the best thing to ensure a flaky crust is a stoneware pie plate. And the source of that is the Pampered Chef. And we have all of your best tools. And like the Keebler Elves, we try to carry the best of everything. So we've done the research for you. The stainless steel bowls. Now, yes, you can get a plain set of stainless steel bowls pretty much anywhere. But what Pampered Chef did is they Pampered Chefized, you know, the stainless steel bowls. And they put the silicone on the bottom so they're not going to slip and slide or scratch up anybody who has like a granite countertop or marble or any of those, you know, the silestone or the corian. We have, you know, the helper handle, so I can cradle this and cook in here. I have my lasered measurements, so I can, you know, measure my 4 cups, my whatever, and mix it up in here. Stainless steel in your freezer, along with your beating things, are great for whipping up whipped cream, and it also becomes a super cooler in your fridge. So as you wash, it becomes a crisper in your refrigerator. So you wash up your lettuce at the beginning of the week. You know, buy a real head of lettuce, wash it, spin out the extra water, and put the cut up lettuce in your stainless steel bowl in the fridge. It will be super cold and crisp in here, so you have lettuce all week long. Now here, the lid has 2 sides. This is your pouring spout. So if you're doing something where you're pouring into another container, like you're canning or you're doing Jell-O shots, that kind of thing. And then this is to actually seal your lid. Yeah, see? There you go. And then for a wedding shower, put all 3 of these, stack them on top of each other, put the wedding tool through here, and put the cake topper of the bride and groom on the top. Looks gorgeous as a shower or wedding gift. Okay, so everybody is going to be, everybody has the handout. The idea of creating cookie balls. Everybody's doing their own variety, and then you're going to exchange. So you're going to go home with your own tray of uncooked cookies, and if we were doing a smaller group, we would have probably frozen your tray of balls first and been in the freezer for a couple, like a good half hour to make them more solid. Then we could have taken freezer bags and you could have taken a dozen of this variety, a dozen of that variety. As it is, when you're going to put them on your tray, you are going to put them really close to each other. They're going to be the 1 tablespoon scoop. So tonight we have 4 different variations. What?
Okay, you said we're going to be taking our own cookies home?
Yeah.
We're not switching?
Oh, no. You're going to exchange them. So you're going to have 4 different varieties on your cookie tray
Right.
when you
Oh,
go
okay.
home.
Okay.
Then you're going to stick your cookie tray in your freezer for like a good hour or so. Take your own freezer bags and make 4 bags of cookies. So you'll have your toffee one, you'll have your mint chocolate chip one, you'll have your peanut butter one, and what's the other one we're doing?
Ginger.
Ginger.
So what do we
snaps.
do? Take our tray like to each station who has that certain cookie?
No, what
They
you're
can
going
drop
to do
it on
later.
there?
Right now, the only thing you need to concentrate on is making your own variety first. And you're
Okay.
going to fill up little balls on your cookie sheet. And then some people brought an extra container. And then they're going to take, somehow, at the end of the night, it's going to be magic. You're going to go home with your cookie tray that has wax
I know,
paper.
but what I'm saying is, if I do so many of mine on my tray, can't I just go to somebody and they can scoop it on my tray instead of having to move it?
That could work if we could figure out exactly how many Christmas balls you're supposed to have. Okay, so that's a good idea. We'll discuss, and Patty's in charge of the cookie thing. I just wanted to show you. You guys have all seen this. A block of cream cheese are either pineapple or raspberry habanero. But the trick is you cut your block of cream cheese on a diagonal, and then you're going to flip it over so it looks like a Christmas tree. Now my thing is to kind of smush it, and I'm going to kind of flatten it out to make my tree a little bit bigger. Okay, it's not centered, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, with my little spatula right here, I am going to then take my celery stick, and then I would have had like a piece of cheese or a piece of yellow pepper or red pepper to be the star, and then we're just going to pour our sauce on it. And we also made a turkey cranberry ring because it's going to be Thanksgiving and people are going to have leftover. And the other thing you can do is chop up on our brie recipe, the apricot, and what? Did I do all
I
right?
did put that in the teacher's lounge Wednesday, and I sold 7 jars,
Wow.
which I knew I would. I told them I was having a show going in Friday, and they wanted it.
That's perfect. I'm sure you guys
Yeah.
3 of them came to me today.
I was just going to say the apricot preserves with a chopped up jalapeno and chopped pecans on the top. If you don't have the raspberry habanero sauce, just whip up with your chopper the jalapeno, add it to the apricot preserves, and then chop up pecans and sprinkle it on top, and that's a good topping. Or our olive tapenade. So, all right, Pat, I'm going to turn it over to Patty, who's